Hello, welcome back to the channel. That's kind of pretty behind me, isn't it? Sun coming through there, through the clouds, the haze. It's actually supposed to be a really nice day for once. We'll be above freezing, which is all I can ask for. We had that one more little cold snap, and then hopefully we are done with the single digits, but only time will tell, because we can at least get snow. I've seen it here the first week of June, and hopefully that does not occur this year, because we'll have too much in the garden for that to be very acceptable. Turkeys were raiding the pig feed. You sneaky, sneaky creatures. You sneaky jump! You're gonna get zapped. What are you doing? There you go. No one's ever thought the turkeys were the brightest animal in the world. Good morning, ladies. Tell you one thing, the animals are extremely happy that these temperatures are what they are now. I think it was about 27 last night, which is like, I have a t-shirt on under this light sweatshirt and a pair of jeans, and we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. But I think we're not there yet. We need to have some more snow melt before I can move this chicken tractor and move some of the birds around to get them more comfortable. Some stuff has been stationary and frozen to the ground since the real bad cold snap about a month ago, and all the coops that I would like to move have not been able to be moved. Even with the tractor, they're just solid to the ground, but it is what it is. Didn't uncover this yesterday. I should probably, I don't know how I can do it. It's got to still get hit by the sun, right? I don't know how to keep that from getting covered up. The batteries on these are not huge. They'll run out pretty quick. Oh, I've been corrected. It says it's still on. So that's not too bad, because it snowed yesterday morning when I forgot to do this. So that's it's been running for well over 24 hours, probably a good 40 covered up. Cool. That's good to know. Well, unfortunately, I still have this netting that is frozen to the ground. This was one night, basically. It snowed, weighed it down, and then I missed one day of getting out here, unfortunately, and the next night it completely froze, and I haven't been able to free it yet. It's still under, basically, there's some soft snow that fell, but under that is icy snow. And just trying to pull this up, I'm going to tear the netting. So I've got gaps, and these gaps are going to allow things like chicken hawks and stuff to get in there if I start letting them roam around out here. So I'll probably have to throw down some more bedding in the coops so that they don't get too dirty, because they don't have their normal square footage. Even if it was just like a 10 by 10 area I shoveled in front, they would be out there almost the whole day, and the sanitation would not be an issue, obviously. So we're gonna have to go and get some more bedding in there, I guess, today. I was hoping by this point, when the weather started warming up, I could start letting them outside again, but not the case. Not the case. Look at this post. This post got pulled in. That's how much tension was created. So yeah, missing that day was definitely a big mess up on my part, and you got to stay on top of stuff. You really do. On that note, though, so this area up here is going to be larger, so I'm probably going to cut the chicken run back to like this set of posts, and we might even move these chickens completely come spring, because this would just be a really beautiful area to put like a bunch of lavender. I don't know if there's enough sun for fruit trees, probably not, but the point is, because this area up here is going to be like a parking area, because this is going to be the front of the house at some point. And so I'm standing in what will be the future driveway. So we really want to get rid of this and move the chickens all down together, because I need to build the all-in-one chicken house anyway. So I need to do that, and hopefully we can then turn this thing, put some siding on it, and turn this into like an open area for doing some garden work, like a garden shed, and then put an extension on there for processing vegetables and cutting flowers and all that kind of stuff. So obviously I'm gonna have to extend some overhangs and give it some more shelter there. not a full boxed-in building by any means. We can just store tools in what is now the chicken coop, but then have some other areas to process garden materials that's out of the sun and is close to water supply and power supply. So that's our thought, is to get the chickens out of here completely. So I'm not like, oh, you know, this isn't totally messed up now, because most of these posts are probably going to come down. But still, if you do have netting and you're in a snowy environment, don't miss that one day, because it will freeze and stick straight to the ground. The next project we have, which will be the kids' desk area after the closet is done, is a desk. And these are true 2 by 11.5, so that's a true 2-inch thick, rather than the 1.5 inch that you'd get at the store. And these were milled from a guy just up the road from me, and it's fir, and I think it's going to come out quite well. But we're excited to have these. They're 16 feet long. Beautiful wood. I got to obviously plane them, sand them, stain them, all the stuff, just the raw material, and I need to get it the heck out of this weather here pretty soon. Something I want to work on today, it'll be fairly quick, is I have this bucket, and you can see right where that ridge is, it's separated. So right on the area that is raised there, obviously those are 2 separate pieces during construction. It's separated there, and probably happened when I was banging out some ice or something like that. So I'm going to try to use some silicone and rubber Flex Seal, and I want to see if that works, because that might be a perfect Rubbermaid bucket fix if I can do that. And then I'll just make sure I have that on hand, and we can go forward with that. I really want to, obviously longevity will be the tell, but we're going to do that today. But it's loaded with ice right now, so I'm going to stick it in the garage, let it thaw, and get to that later today. Okay, we are back with our bucket. Here is where the crack is. You can't see it on camera, I doubt. It's right up on the bottom side of this. The silicone is going to hold first, plus it's a little more flexible, I think, even though that's Flex Seal. I think I trust this roofing silicone. Oh, this is a good quality silicone. But I want to get this shoved in the crack first. You see these buckets just get tossed all the time, so my thought is, if I can do this and it's successful over a period of time, make sure I have what I need on hand to repair the buckets, because I'm just not a huge fan of throwing stuff away. Lick my finger a little bit here. Shove that in. Around the edges. Now, if you let this dry completely, it would probably work fine for a period of time, but I've had really good, I've used the Flex Seal. This is a clear, it also comes in white and black. This stuff works legit. I like it most for like roof leaks. And I've used it in areas where maybe I have a screw that's not setting right in the roof, and I have to put a screw in a different area. Well, now I'm left with a hole in a metal roof, and so I will just saturate that area. Or flashing around a chimney, I apply it to that as well. So inside the house, it's not great to use because it off gases, and also dirt will cling to it, especially in the first 30 days or so. You'll get a lot of dirt, so it'll kind of look grungier after, if it's in like an area in the house that might get a lot of traffic. But this will not adhere to the silicone. So I'm going to flip, and we're going to clean the inside. Oh, dang. Not the best. Alright, so Flex Seal on the inside, silicone on the outside, and I'm going to let this edge hang off the back a little bit. So hopefully that works out, and we can continue to use that bucket, because I actually really like those buckets, but they are not indestructible, so don't smash ice out of it at 5 degrees. It really is quite awesome that the weather is warming. I cannot even tell you how nice it is to not have frozen hands. And I handle the cold fairly well. But, you know, it's that time of year. First week of February, you are ready for spring to start and all that good stuff. So what I need to do is I need to get a little healthier. I recently did the whole back thing again. That ligaments on the bottom of my spine gave out, and so really couldn't do anything for like, I mean, I did stuff, but I couldn't bend over forward for about 4 days. And that's no good when you've got this much stuff to do. So I've got to get healthier this month. Stick up with the or stay up with the, you know, the stretching, the yoga, and all that stuff, heat packs, because we are going to have a busy March. And when you don't want to start the tractor to carry wood up to the house, we use a broken sled. Thing's awesome. I can only hold about 8 logs though, so I have to do it every day. So one of these days I'll just fire up the tractor and bring more up to the house. You guys have dug down so deep, you're in the dirt. You're kicking up dirt. This bedding is probably at least 14, maybe 16 inches, depending on where they shuffle it around to. But Ruru doesn't like this process. He thinks I'm threatening him. I'm not threatening your ladies. I'm giving you some pine shavings, big boy. Coming in whether you like it or not, my friend. With all your fresh stuff. All your fresh stuff. Yes. Alrighty. Let you guys dig. There's your Mr. Tough Guy. Well, you guys have fun. There, you kick it around, dude. Do your job, kick it around. No, you just wanna kick my butt. You guys kick dirt into your water too. You guys are messy. We had to do that to chores tonight. What are you doing up there? You're gonna poop on your water. That's not cool, man. Alright, we got her. This is our broke leg chicken. Now that it's warm enough, she's coming out of retirement in the garage. And she's gonna go in the feed area, so she has no physical capability to raid the feed bins. But it does have lots of hay on the ground, and she was in there before the weather turned really cold. So we're going to put her back out there so she can be in the sunlight, in the fresh air. And unfortunately, I think she just pooped on me, because it stinks pretty bad. Did you do that? Did you poop on me? Oh, no, Chico. That's bad, Chico. Alrighty, here we are. Oh, there you go. Yeah, she pooped on me. Gross. Oh well. Come here, Speedy. Is this better? I want you eating that. This is your old home. You don't need to be shy. Just gotta get your water dish and your food bowl. You will be all set. It's nice and cozy in here. I think she was laying her eggs under there last time, so should have plenty of straw for that. Alright, honey. I'm gonna do the rest of the chores. You can play around in here. Okay, you doing alright? I need to get in here, though. Not gonna mess with you. Just gotta grab my food bucket. Hey, do you want some? Yeah. Hey, come here. There you go. I think I need to wipe chicken poop off a little bit because it stinks. Guess it's laundry night. Okay, we've got our bucket. Should be cured by now. It's been about 3.5 hours. So we'll fill this up and hopefully holds water. Moment of truth. Nope, there's one little drop, I think. Right there. How in the heck, for all that silicone, still got a little hole? Oh, well, I'll just hit it again. All right, my dear, where do you want your water? Back here? Somewhere you won't throw it? There you go. You gonna drink? All right, I'll let you drink. She's actually one of our youngest chickens. She's only a year, about a year old. Yeah, a little bit less. So as long as we keep your leg healthy, you'll be around for a little while. You need to get back to eating that feed. You got wet stools from compost, I think. She's a good bird. Unfortunately, she just gets picked on. So it's so still out today. It's so still. There's like 0 breeze, which is awesome. And it's warm. And it's almost like spring is around the corner. Even though we're only halfway through winter. You can hear the geese like 3 miles away. Very peaceful. You can pick up that bucket. What were you doing? Were you in the woods having adventures? Very happy to get her out of the garage. I just didn't want her to, get sick from it being so cold and her not being able to huddle up with other chickens. So, but getting her back out into the fresh air and stuff is awesome. She'll be much happier there because either way she's isolated. So better to be isolated where she can scratch and peck than in the garage for sure. So she's back there, and hopefully my garage will smell better. More seeds? Or seeds? What kind of seeds you get?
I think these are the poppies. Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, I had to get my poppy refreshed.
Wow, those are beautiful.
Do you remember the poppies
Yes,
last year?
they were gorgeous, and they kept changing colors with the seasons. Like
Yes.
new ones would come in.
So
oh my gosh,
I wanted to do that again. I mean, I'm sure we'll have a lot come back from last year because we let a lot of them go to seed. I didn't cut any of them. Lots of poppies.
Right on.
Oh, this one's.
What's that?
Purple peony poppy. This is
that's a poppy
this
too.
is the whole reason I ordered more seeds, was because this one was so beautiful. It was like almost black. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, well, we'll get to planting. Oh yeah, it's white. Very pretty.
You can
jelly.
plant these actually pretty soon.
Just pot them? Just pot them?
No. They just go out.
Oh, we can put them out.
Up close vision of each one.
I see it.
So what I'll do is we need more space. So for poppies.
We always
Memorize
need more space.
poppy.
I see it, baby. Thank you. All right, well, here we are in the closet. We got the last board done in the corner. I have the video I'll put out there that's just me doing just the closet, and we'll talk more about it. But this chink here, one thing I'll touch here, I have to get a special paint for the chink because I want it to match the white here. This is the color we used on the outside of the house, so it's like a mortar gray. Looks really good on the outside of the house, but once it's up against white, you can obviously tell the stark contrast. So we will have to get a little can of that at some point and paint that. But other than that, pretty happy with how it's coming here. I still have to do the paint. I'm going to caulk the center of this log. Got to paint the caulking on all the sides, and I have to put like maybe a little quarter round or something up here where the insulation is like over the years is like slowly seeped in, which is just fantastic. And then get a wire, like one of those wire harness cover things, those little plastic things you just kind of snap on over the top of the wire just to not make it look so ugly, I guess. So there's a lot to do, but this is my area out here is full of all this. This was like a catch-all beforehand. So we're going to put the shelves in here, and then we are going to make some kind of storage system for a lot of these boxes, because we're still like half in boxes from when we moved 2 years ago. And so there's a lot of clothes we don't use. Those end up in boxes in here, and so on and so forth. So hopefully some kids' crafts and games can be stored in here, and as well as just all this overload that we have, or what do you call it, overflow. of stuff that doesn't have any spaces. And in the meantime, I will be building the desks. As we clean up, as we move the shelves in here, I'll do the desk. So I guess that's it for today. I just got to clean. So I'm going to clean the rest of tonight, and then we'll get on filling this thing up tomorrow, hopefully. If I can finish the paint up in here, we'll get rocking on that.